I always wonder, like, what's kept you going, and how have you dealt with some of those
Yeah.
challenges as a dad? Yeah.
Well, first, I want to say that, I don't want to claim that I'm anything special with this. I've been extremely fortunate, probably in the most fortunate 0.001% of parents to have been exposed to, and to have been given a chance to assimilate and to absorb into myself some really, really good understanding about children. It's not come from me. It's because I've been exposed to that, and I'm extremely grateful for that. And even with that, I mess up all the time. I get things wrong all the time, or I think I'm doing a great job, and then I look back a year later and go, oh, God, I can't believe I did that. So yes, that just to put me into context. So I'm not talking as someone who's got it all mastered.
Of course.
But guilt is, we have to avoid guilt. Guilt is the most destructive force, because what happens when you're guilty, when you feel guilty, is you're giving yourself all sorts of negative messages. They're just there inherently. They're things like, I have failed, I'm not a good parent, I can't bring up my child. This stuff, when you feel guilty, is going on unconsciously. And what happens when you're reinforcing those beliefs in yourself is they get stronger and stronger and stronger, and they guarantee continued failure. The only way to manage guilt is to really find some way, and I'm not saying it's easy, find some way to take a step back from the situation and just tell the truth about the situation, because the truth is never for anybody, I failed. The truth is never for anybody, I'm not good enough, or I can't bring up my child. To really sort of put those truths into themselves, I think that's probably the best way. What helps me with that? Again, it's something, it's something that has been given to me, I guess, in a way. I think that I do heartfulness meditation. I've been doing it for 20 years now. I think that more than anything has enabled me to arrive at a condition where it's very rare for me to feel guilty. And to really understand the power that guilt has to destroy people's potential.
Wow. That's so clearly said. I don't know that I've heard anyone yet, at least, that parents that I've spoken with really spotlight so much how destructive guilt can be. And but as I'm applying it, thinking about a lot of the families that I've worked with, you're exactly right that so many families can get really stuck there. And then it's the loop feeds on itself in many ways, right? The negative thoughts, it's my fault, and I'm bad, and
then the next thing is that feeds into a cycle of failure, and then the failure is further evidence to justify the guilt.
That's incredibly important.